Our arrival into Reykjavik was thrilling. We were actually quite relieved. We had just been through a day of somewhat stressful flying where we had to figure out on a flight where we had we were losing oil pressure and rising oil temperature, and we had to do some troubleshooting to figure that out. And then on the next flight, the uncertainty of not being able to get quite the manifold pressure that we should be. It was a little bit stressful, flying over water and having a couple of these issues that were a little unknown. So coming into Reykjavik was just fantastic. We knew we were coming into a place where there were people there that wanted to help us, that would have resources, and they really just completely opened their arms and opened their hangar to us and really welcomed us and gave us all the help we needed. This is such a beautiful day. It is like a beautiful spring Manitoba day where the sun is just beating down on you with power. Still a little cool in the morning. It's just an incredible day to be alive and just feel the cool air and the warm sun on your body. So we got into Reykjavik last night. It was a little bit windy. We had a pretty good flight over from Greenland, but we were having a little bit of trouble with not being able to get quite enough manifold pressure. So that was telling us that there's possibly something wrong with the turbo. We were a little concerned, but tearing into it this morning, it's a very, very simple fix. This clamp let go. What it does is, this is the turbo compressor, and it pushes compressed air up into the engine, and it's got this rubber boot on it here just to connect the turbo to the intake manifold. Well, this clamp let go, and so now our boost pressure was able to escape from here. It's a very, very simple fix. It's nothing at all to be concerned about. And we're going to have this fixed up and we'll be ready to roll in no time. To see if these guys know where we can get one. Morning. Morning. Good. What I would like to do is drill this so I can put a safety wire on. Make sure that it can't come. Yeah. If that's the case, I really don't want to take the turbo apart. After doing some initial troubleshooting of the turbo system, we thought we had it fixed. So it was time to go for a test flight. But this wouldn't be any normal test flight. We were going to fly in formation with the pits over the volcanoes, glaciers, lakes, and snow-capped mountains of Iceland. This was going to be a real highlight of our trip.
Papa Lima Sierra, line up runway 31 and wait.
Line up runway 31 and wait, Papa Lima Sierra.
Alpha Charlie Echo, line up behind traffic in front of you and wait.
Alpha Charlie Echo, line up and wait.
Charlie, I have to move to parking.
Move to parking, come Charlie.
So I'm on the left side, right?
Yeah. Step now, take a look too. You see the white mountain over there?
Yeah.
This is the volcano Hekla.
Okay.
Hekla is the most active volcano and over there you see the white cap, there's a black and then white top. This is Eyjafjallajökull, the one we erupted in 2010.
Yeah. So Hekla is active?
Hekla, yeah, both Hekla and Eyjafjallajökull. And Hekla is due. It is, you know, it might erupt tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
Even, you know, it's
like, does it erupt frequently, or they're just waiting for it to erupt?
Yeah, it has been. It's usually 10 years intervals.
Okay.
It might explode any day.
Well, that would be exciting.
Yeah. gonna show you the crack inside. You probably not can see it now. No. Nothing. Can I try?
Yeah.
Go ahead. Stand by control. 3, 2, 1.
You have control.
Yeah. Okay.
Warning. Terrain. Terrain. Warning. Terrain. Terrain. Warning. Terrain. Terrain. Warning. Terrain. Terrain. Warning. Terrain.
Yeah, I'm having fun, except there's this lady that keeps screaming in my ear something about terrain.
Terrain.
Ah, good. Okay.
Caution. Terrain. Caution. Terrain. Terrain. Terrain.
Ja, det är så böken.
Caution.
After an incredible experience with the pits flying over Iceland, our day wasn't done yet. We got back to Flugidor and Adam and I were just sort of milling around, and a local pilot came up to us and asked if we wanted to go on a flight with him in his Yak 18T. Now the Yak 18T is a fully aerobatic four-place aircraft. It was originally built by the Russians for training Russian Aeroflot pilots. It has a 355 horsepower radial engine, and it's literally built like a tank. It comes complete with metric dial indications in Russian script and a compressed air system that runs the retractable gear, the flaps, and an engine starter. What do you think, Adam?
It's gonna be cool.
Have you ever flown in a Russian-made airplane before?
No. I don't really trust it either.
Herru, svo lokið þarna, slanga sem kemur fram pústurinn þarna, inn gati á kálfingunni. Já. Þarna uppi á næri kálfingunni. Hérna? Nei, það gati, þú sér það, já, það slanga svona.
After some fun was had, we decided to land at a smaller airport, and then I was going to go sit in the front seat so that I could try out some of these aerobatic maneuvers. Upon landing, the GoPro that has been affixed to the wing and was gathering some incredibly epic footage of these aerobatic maneuvers fell off and literally exploded rolling down the runway. We got out, gathered up the pieces, and we found pretty much every single piece except the data card. A few seconds after hitting the throttle, the pilot's door flew off and went sailing down the runway in the prop wash. So we stopped at the end of the runway, we walked back and collected the door. Now the Yak, like all aerobatic aircraft, has an emergency release handle on the door that allows the pilot to escape quickly in the event that something's going wrong. Presumably at that point you have a parachute on. We found the door, and although it wasn't damaged significantly, it didn't quite fit back on the airplane. At that point, Thrain turns around and announces to us, so now we fly back to Reykjavik in a convertible Yak. So Adam and I got back in the back seat, we filed this door in front of our knees, and we took off without a door, flying back to Reykjavik. Coming back into Reykjavik at dusk, we had just done these incredible aerobatics in a Russian-made airplane over volcanoes, craters, glaciers, rivers, lakes, streams, snow-capped mountains, and steaming vents coming out of the earth. It's just absolutely incredible. It was just another experience that showed me You've got one life to live. You need to get out there and experience it, and things happen that just allows you to gather incredible experiences and memories that last a lifetime.
Look, no door.